Hello. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. Yes, I'm in bed. Yes, I'm in a new place. Answer those questions quick fire. Let's go on with the video. Okay, so 3 things I need to add as a little addendum. 1, Rachel's name is pronounced Rachel Chinoriri, and I apologise for getting Rachel's name wrong. 2, Rachel had the English flag on their album and wore the British flag to the Vogue party, the one where she was pictured with Charlie XCX. So many flags. Okay. And 3, I'm a lot more tired and sick than I usually am, which I will explain another day. So some of the syntax in this video is a little bit backwards. However, if you are not new to this channel, you know that that is just something Anusha does. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. I'm recording on my phone. Usually I record either my laptop or my camera, but new place, things are kind of working out the kinks a little bit, and yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. A lot of things have pissed me off this past month, so don't expect like fun Anusha for a good while, because I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I've been really fucked over by a bunch of people. But these past couple of days have really just been the icing on the cake. So I want to talk about integrity as an artist and why I think it's important to have. And also you should expect it from other people as well. I know that sometimes I see things a little bit too much black and white, and I do impose like my standards onto other people. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Anusha. I forgot to do all of that malarkey. You can tell this is not regular scheduled programming, but I'm Anusha. I grew up very poor. And I do sometimes expect people to understand where I'm coming from, because I also have a lot of understanding as to why I grew up poor, because my mum did sociology and I was always in contact with the police and social services and things like that. So I understand society in a very intricate way, and I have opinions, and this is how I got to anarchism. And I know that not everybody has the same background that I do. So I do understand that sometimes there is a bit of a gap. So when I say something that people might not always understand, but I will always continue to criticize people, because sometimes criticism can lead to important thought. It can lead to discussions that people might not have had before. So I do think criticism is important, and, you know, integrity itself is important. But it's what you do with that. Like, what do you do with your standards and criticism? And, like, how do they respond to that? How do they respond to your criticism and standards? Now that I've set the scene, let's talk about Rachel Chinoriri. So Rachel Chinoriri is an artist. She is like a rock indie artist from the UK. She's released an album called, I think it's like What an Unfortunate State of Events or something like that. This is the album. Not for me, but good on you, sis. Right. So on the album, she's got the British flag. She talks about how she's proud because she's from Zimbabwe and she's also British. Side note, I really want us to have a conversation about taking on our parents' stories. Story for another day. Not right now. We're not going there just yet. I'd have to dive into that a bit more. Anyway, so she has the British flag on her album. And a lot of people were like, it's been a topical conversation online for a while, because usually we see the British flag. Some people recoil because Britain, the genocidal fuckers, not them. So it's been a topical controversy for a while. And recently Rachel went to a Vogue party and she wore the British flag on her dress. Not like draped, but like it was on her dress. Think like Spice Girls-esque. There was more conversation around it because it seemed like Rachel was kind of embedded to this sort of symbolism, and everyone was like, questions. I don't like that. They compared it to the criticisms Beyonce faced when she released Cowboy Carter, which I still haven't listened to. And she got kind of defenses online. She was very wedded to the story of like, I'm proud to be British, I'm proud to be from Zimbabwe, you know, please understand the meaning of why I wear the British flag, 2 places. But here's where I come in, and I'm annoyed because I really broke this down in a video on my computer, and obviously because things are broken, it didn't record. So I'm just gonna be quick about this. But my thing is that if people are calling you out and they have general criticism, not everybody's a hater. And I think it could have been a really opening moment, because that could have like led you onto maybe different iconography that you might have not been exposed to, especially from people who have done this shit, who have been involved in the genre of music that you want to be in, you know, from back in the day. And I think it's worrisome, because if people are comparing you to Jerry, I think it's Jerry, I don't know my Spice Girls lore, I'm sorry, I'm a failure for gay. If people are comparing you to the lady that wore the British flag from the Spice Girls, and that lady is a huge conservative who was praising Theresa May, this shit is not passive. Because what, maybe she does realize this, maybe she doesn't, is that when a lot of people see British flags, they see institutions. A lot of immigrants, you know, she talks about immigration, a lot of immigrants see the British flag and they see genocide. So if that's what you want to align yourself with, sure. But then you need to accept that criticism. Not everything is good PR. I had to kind of take a step back, because I was thinking, like, I don't know Rachel. I'm not in community with Rachel. I don't know this lady from Adam, even though she does, you know, live in South London apparently. Like, I don't know this person. So why did I have such strong criticism for her? Then today happened. A random white rapper came onto my TL and started to defend him having COVID like 6 or 7 times, even though he has ME. I'm not even going to go into this situation, because I do not condone white rappers in my space. No. We're not doing that here. I don't even know this person's name. It's Ren, Ken, something like that. But apparently a lot of white disabled people were quite upset about this, and they responded, and, you know, accordingly, they were like, I'm really upset about this. I don't think it's fair for you to want to enjoy your life when a lot of us are suffering. That's why we connected to your music. He was very much like, get better soon. Hope you can enjoy life too, like me. And I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's eugenics. Like, is what anti-maskers say. And it wasn't fun. And again, integrity is the word here. Do you just want to be liked, or do you just want integrity? And who do you want to be liked by? Because I think that's to my final point, that is where I landed with this conversation, is this white rapper made me realize that I value integrity a lot. I value knowing who I want my audience to be and who I want to be in my community. 2 different things, but they have a lot of overlap. If you are defending like a certain behavior and the anti-maskers agree with you, the anti-vaxxers are agreeing with white rapper man, almost borderline harassing a person who mentioned that their stepmom died from COVID, then maybe you need to rethink your actions. Or maybe not, because you might not have integrity. Same with Rachel. If the people, because there was one particular person who's a mutual of mine who basically was, you know, strongly against the use of the British flag, and I was like, I don't like this iconography at all. And mind you, didn't, you know, call for the death of Rachel or anything, was just like, I don't like this. If you are liking tweets and, you know, agreeing with people who think it's okay to use misogynoir to defend you, maybe rethink your PR strategy. And then that is where I kind of want to end this, is that, like, if your audience are people who I consider my ops, you are now my op too. If your audience are people who have made my life a living hell, i.e. Britain, then you are now my op too. If you want these people to be in your audience, then what does that make you?